Hi everyone. Grab your comfy pillows. And let's get started for story time. Today we are going to read a book about my favorite city. It has the borough Brooklyn in it. What city has the borough Brooklyn in it? New York City. Yeah, I thought wearing my Brooklyn shirt would be perfect for this story. It's called Nelly Takes New York, a little girl's adventure in the Big Apple. A nickname for New York City is the Big Apple. If you live in New York or have seen pictures or visited, do you notice any monuments or buildings that you can name or have been to? Maybe you've been to the Grand Army Plaza, the Statue of Liberty, the Museum of Natural History, or maybe the Chrysler Building, the Flatiron Building, or the Empire State Building. And we'll name one more. Or the Freedom Tower? Let's see. Let's see Nelly's adventure. Nelly wakes to all the sounds of her home. New York City. The subway rumbles. A musician rat-tat-tat-tats his drums. The gate to the flower store rattles as Mr. Lee opens for business. Nelly nudges her Bagel awake. We can't sleep away such a beautiful day. On the corner of her sunny West Village, that's the neighborhood in New York City that Nelly lives in, Mr. Patel sells coffee and breakfast from his cart. Good morning, Nelly. The usual? Not today, Mr. Patel. We're headed to the farmer's market at Union Square. Sounds great. The Big Apple is tons of fun. A Big Apple? Says Nelly. Bagel, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Ruff! Says Bagel. We have to find it. Ruff! Bagel agrees. What are they going to find? The Big Apple. Let's go on their adventure together. Nelly and Bagel reach the bustling market, Union Square Farmers Market. They sample, they eat delicious breads, colorful jams, and fresh squeezed juices. Nelly looks through the crowd and spots a huge basket. That must be it! She runs to the table and peeks inside and finds ripe red. But they're all the same size. Excuse me, where is the Big Apple? Nelly asks. She's asking this person. The farmer laughs. If you really want to see the Big Apple, you should go to the Natural History Museum. Where are we going to next? We weren't able to find the Big Apple at the Union Square Farmers Market. Now let's go to the Museum of Natural History. Whoa. A museum? Asks Nelly. apple must be so big that it has to be studied. She scoops up Bagel, scoop, Bagel is her dog, and runs off towards the subway. The enormous columns, these round things, these enormous columns in front of the American Museum of Natural History almost reach the clouds. They're very tall. The enormous columns, they're so big. Nelly and Bagel hurry inside, afraid the apple will be cut up for science before they have a chance to see it. There they are. Have you ever been to the Museum of Natural History? I like the big dinosaur in front of it, inside, in the beginning. Or the elephants. Me too. I also like the very big whale. Oh, look, there's more stuff. They race through a maze of students, tourists, and artifacts. They see an elephant, a gorilla, a statue, and a boat. I found it! Exclaims Nelly. Bagel, no! Uh-oh, Bagel's excited. But Bagel wiggles free and races so fast towards the curtain. Uh-oh, Bagel, where are you going? Just then, the curator, that's a person who works in a museum, begins, "I would like to introduce the latest addition to our collection." The curator prepares to pull down the curtain, but Bagel beats him to it. Bagel! A triceratops! The curator bellows. Luckily, Bagel ducks out of sight just as everyone's eyes are drawn upon toward the skeleton, the bones of the dinosaur. Nelly is confused. A dinosaur? But where's the apple? So friends, was Nelly able to find the big apple in the Museum of Natural History? No, but she did find a triceratops. That's pretty cool. A fellow museum visitor hears her question. If you really want to see the Big Apple, you should head to the heart of New York City, Central Park. Central Park? Nelly repeats. I bet the apple is so big, it doesn't fit indoors inside a museum. Just then, the boy with him says, I thought a triceratops had 3 horns. This one only has 2. Bagel, says Nelly. She tucks him under her arm and hurries outside. They've gone to the Union Square Market, the Museum of Natural History, and now they're going to a park. Central Park. It's very big. Let's see if they'll find it. In Central Park, they find a big zoo. What a sight! Families from all over the world gather to see all the exotic, different animals. But Nelly is busy following the flash of red. Do you see it? Above everyone's head. That must be it, Bagel. Come on. I think she found it. Do you think that's an apple? Let's see. Whoops. When they finally push to the front, they only see sea lions playing catch with a red ball. From far away, it might look like a red apple. The happy audience roars with approval, and the sea lions bow their heads. Nelly and Bagel join the clapping. Then they head deeper into the park. This place is huge, Nellie exclaims. They decide to pick up some ice cream and take a rest at the pond. How are we ever going to find the Big Apple? Nellie asks. A family of French, that means they're from France, tourists overhear Nellie. The mother says, "We love to visit New York City, but when we want to feel what the Big Apple is truly about, we go to the 9/11 Memorial." "Merci," Nellie replies and races off to catch the subway. It wasn't in the Union Square Farmers Market. It wasn't in the Museum of Natural History. And we had no luck in Central Park either. Now we're going to the 9/11 Memorial, or the Freedom Tower as well. Downtown, the crowds gather around two large, peaceful pools. People walk around holding the hands of their loved ones. "This must be the place," Nellie remarks. "A spot this special has to hold the Big Apple. Right, Bagel? Bagel! Uh-oh. Oh no," she cries out, looking around for her dog. How will she ever find Bagel around all these people? "Can I help you?" a police officer asks. Uh-oh, we lost Bagel. "I can't find my dog anywhere," Nellie cries. "Don't worry, we will help you look for him." Just then, someone rolls up on a bicycle, and there, sitting in front of the basket, is Bagel. "Does this little guy belong to you?" the biker asks. "I found him scuffling with some pigeons he's playing over at that pretzel cart." "Bagel!" Nellie cries, hugging her dog and thanking the friendly New Yorker who has helped. Nellie sits down with Bagel and sighs. "Oh, Bagel, I'm so glad I found you. But I don't think we'll ever find the Big Apple." Just then, the door to a yellow taxi opens. The driver gets out and calls, "Don't give up, miss. I drive all over the city day and night. There is only one place in this city that truly sees the whole Big Apple. Hop on in, fireflies and friends. Make sure you only go in cars with your adults. Don't go in by yourself, okay?" Nellie is doing this in a book. It's a pretend story. But make sure you're with your adult before you go in anyone's car. The taxi jerks to a stop in front of a very tall building. That is very tall. Do you know the name of this building? Let's see what it's called. It's on the corner of 5th Avenue and 4th Street, all the way up here on this map. And it reads in giant gold letters, "The Empire State Building." The sun is beginning to go down as the elevator goes up. Nellie and Bagel count every floor they pass, wondering how they will be able to see the Big Apple from the top of such a big building. The elevator chimes at the floor 102. That is a lot of floors. Have you ever been in a building with 102 floors? Wow, cool. I've never been in one. The doors open and... wow! That's a view of New York City from inside the Empire State Building. Wow. The lights of New York City, from the Freedom Tower at the World Trade Center to the Cathedral of St. John the Divine by Columbia University, that's all the way up here, are glowing and dancing in Nelly's eyes. A tour guide says to the group, the Empire State Building is the third tallest building in the world. That's really big. It is one of the tallest buildings in New York City, with views on all sides of the building. You can see it all. The Big Apple. We found it! New York City. Eat it up, everyone. So New York City, all of New York City, from Brooklyn to Queens to Manhattan to the Bronx, it's all the Big Apple. Ooh, I skipped a page. As the sun sets over the Hudson River and the lights of the city begin to glow brighter, Nelly thinks about everyone she's met today. Some of these people call New York City home. Some of them are tourists from all over the world. All of them have come to experience the new, unique city. Each one of them has helped her to get to this spot. That's it, Bagel, Nelly exclaims. The Big Apple isn't something you can hold or eat. The Big Apple is for all of us. The Big Apple is New York City. When Nelly and Bagel make their way back towards home, Mr. Patel is there to toss Nelly a big apple. Nelly takes a big bite. The end. That was a fun story. Do you live in New York City in the Big Apple? Me too. What is your favorite part of New York City or the Big Apple? Cool. I like that too. If you don't live in New York City, that's okay. What is your favorite part of your neighborhood or city? That is so special. Thank you for sharing with me. I loved reading Nelly Takes New York. See you next time, friends. Bye.